Welcome to, I'm sorry, what? The ADHD Show, where you're going to hear stories from brains with too many tabs open. Hi, I'm Susan Sassy, and you know what? I lost my train of thought because I have ADHD. That's right. I was watching a girl do a TED Talk who has ADHD. And she said that when you have ADHD, trying to get your brain to focus on something it doesn't want to focus on is like trying to hammer jello to a wall. And it is. For me, it's a little bit more like I'm trying to hammer a nail to the wall. And my friend's like, whoa, what are you doing? Why are you nailing jello to my wall? And why are you nailing anything to the wall? You just came over to watch a movie. And I'm like, oh my God, that's jello? Why didn't anybody tell me I was bringing in a big pile of jello? And then there is the hyperactive part. The hyperactive part can't sit still, brain is racing, thoughts and speech is racing, can't sit still, and it's hyper focus on something. Like you cannot let go of this one thing that maybe nobody else around you has even noticed or cares about. The girl on the TED Talk described it as watching TV and you're not able to change the channel. But for me, it's a little more intense. It's more like, I can't change the channel. I don't want to change the channel. And if anyone tries to change this channel, I am gonna burn this whole place down with you in it. And my friends are like, but it's the Weather Channel, Susan. And I'm like, yeah, do you see how unseasonably hot it is in Wyoming this year? And they're like, Susan, we don't even know anyone from Wyoming. And I'm like, I'm in too deep. You have to stay with me. I have to see this to the end. And that brings me to the first story I wanted to talk about today. It happened a few years ago. I was flying Spirit Airlines home from a conference. Now, I paid the extra to bring a carry-on. I paid the extra to be one of the first to board so I could be sure to get a spot in the overhead for my carry-on right above me. So when the flight lands, you can grab your stuff and get off that plane as fast as possible. Because it was a long trip. Well, I'm boarding the plane, I get to my seat. I'm maybe only the fifth row back, and I open my overhead compartment, and it is already full. And I go to the compartment next to it, already full. One down, okay, finally there's a space. I put my bag in. I'm annoyed knowing that this is gonna be hard to deplane, but whatever. And as I'm sitting down, I look up and the very first overhead compartment on the right is open. And inside is one giant cello. Okay, I know a cello can't fit in an overhead compartment. It might have been a really big guitar. I don't know. But all I know is that compartment was supposed to hold 4 bags, not one cello. When we bring on our carry-on, it specifically has to be a specific dimension. It goes in that box, they measure it. If it doesn't fit, we have to pay to check it. People can't all bring their carry-ons on, and then they have to check it because there's one person with this cello. What is going on? I mean, I guess there's a band on the plane, but they can't be that good. I mean, they're flying Spirit Airlines, right? They're no Yo-Yo Ma, the famous cellist or anything. Forget that gremlin on the wing of the plane. That cello in the overhead compartment is my Twilight Zone story. Please leave in the comments a story that you might have experienced, and I will see you guys next show. Thanks. Bye.
Oh my God, why is there an overhead cello in the overhead compartment? Why is nobody taking this seriously? The worst William Shatner impersonation.
I swear, I'm not crazy.
I swear, I'm not crazy.
There's a cello. There's a cello on the plane.
Why does nobody care about a cello on the plane? Why?